sorry, that's for a Democrat show.
Let me know when you're ready.
No matter what the technical difficulty is, this man is a professional. He goes all the way.
What you represent to them is freedom.
Was an extremely great conservative commentator. We're tearing it up on Wednesday night. This is awesome. This
will allow me to retort.
Well, this is Jersey Joe for the Reaver of Common Sense show. 8 p.m. on shrmedia.com.
Actually, I just totally screwed up. This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And now, welcome to the Reaver of Common Sense. I am your host, Jersey Joe. And I'm making sense out of the senseless. The Jersey Takeover is here. We have expanded to 2 hours every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Remember to join the live chat. Go to shrmedia.com. Click on the chat room button. Join the conversation. Do you want to watch a live broadcast? That's easy. Just go to Reaver.one. That is REAVER.one. Click on the live stream. You can watch a live broadcast of my dumb ass. And then, do you want to support the show? Do you want to support SHR Media? Go to Reaver.one/shop. Pick yourself up a t-shirt. Pocket Constitution. Survival bracelets. Go to Reaver.one/shop. Itchy nose, itchy nose. How is everybody doing? So yeah, yesterday was so fun. Oh, so fun. Let me see some. Playing around with the program. You know I always get in trouble when I do that. Ow. So, as I was talking about yesterday, I in the middle of dealing with my roof. The roof is on fire. And I'm dealing with this company that's public adjuster type deal. And it has not gone well with this company. I don't want to throw out the company's name because I don't need them coming back bitching and moaning. But I can give initials, TPC, Public Adjuster. It is I believe, national company. I don't know. I really don't give a rat's ass. So I'm talking to the owner now yesterday afternoon, I should say. And I'm making a complaint about his employees. Well, it ends up the one's his wife. And his comment to me was, I ought to shut up and thank him. Shut up and thank him. Great business he has there. Then he turns around. Now I have to send him a check that I got for my mortgage to him to endorse so that I can pay him. So this rocket scientist tells me he's lucky that he doesn't put me to the bottom of the pile. I'm thinking, great, you dumbass. Delay getting your money. Well, I called up the roofing company that I'm dealing with, and I asked them, I was like, if this kind of company you keep, I don't know if I want you doing the business on my roof, because that's the kind of company that you deal with, that you set me up with. I don't know if I can trust that company. And they were like, no, we no longer do business with them. It's unfortunately shortly after setting up with me, and it wasn't just me, there was other customers, they ended up terminating their contract with this company, TPC. It ends up that this guy's not only dumb enough, he speaks to customers like that. He speaks just as nasty to owners of these roofing companies that he needs to get for his business. And I don't understand how stupid you could be. I'm not talking about kissing my ass and all that. I'm not talking about that. And I'm talking probably about as loud as I'm talking to you guys right now. And he's telling me to stop yelling. And I'm thinking, I even said I'm not yelling. Now, for those that listen to the show, know that I have a hearing issue. I don't talk about it much. It can get a little embarrassing. And that's why sometimes when Kel or Jen are in the chat room, I'll ask them about the levels. Because I got to turn everything up in my headset. So I'm not sure what my levels are going now. I can't wear my hearing aids. The hearing aids that I have, I get a feedback from them with the headset on, or when I'm on the telephone. So I even tell the gentleman I'm not yelling. I have a habit of speaking up loud due to my hearing issue. And this jackass decides that it's going to be smart for what I perceived as him being mocking by saying, oh, yeah, I got a hearing problem too, and you don't hear me speaking loud. I'm not wearing my hearing aids either, and I'm not speaking loudly. Well, when you do that kind of thing and you do it to an asshole like me, when you start costing me money like they have, and it's not revenge, there's laws that says that they cannot act that way. So what is my happy ass going to do? I go to the DOJ site. I had to follow. I submit a complaint. American Disabilities Act complaint for a company that mocked my disabilities. This is not, I'm not joking about it. I'm not trying to, make light of anybody. I have a hearing problem, and it honestly pissed me the hell off. That guy had to come back with that. Even if he does have a hearing problem, maybe he doesn't have it as bad as mine. Maybe his disability with hearing is different than mine. And if he actually had a hearing disability, he would understand that sometimes you do speak loud and don't realize it. So to him, he was trying to mock me, trying to be a smart ass. Well, it doesn't exactly work out good for people who do that. So we will see what becomes of it. I'm not doing this, to be a smart ass. I'm not doing it exactly for revenge. I'm doing it because the guy actually made me feel like shit last night about my hearing problem. I got a lot of health problems that are going on due to my service as EMS fire personnel all my life. And I don't need some rich SOB that thinks just because he has money, he can say and do whatever he wants. And hopefully he learns from this that as a business owner, you do have to watch your goddamn mouth. So, now that we went all along with my personal BS, now I'm looking over at the news, and Germany has arrested a second person that was planning an attack in Germany. And, of course, everybody knows the big news in the United States. Donald Trump made a statement about the Second Amendment, and now the left is twisting it. Of course, the left is twisting it. He made a comment that he wants to assassinate Hillary Clinton. Oh my God, you guys are desperate. You are desperate if that is your comment. Nobody, and have you ever noticed the only ones that come up with these death threats and actually make death threats are the left. These sick sons of bitches constantly thinking about death and killing people. Yes, I know Donald Trump has stepped in it a few times. But his comments from the people that were there, they even said that had nothing to do with the speech he was given. Nothing. What they're doing is solidifying support for him. Yes, I know. I see the goddamn polls, and I do not pay attention to them. These polls have gotten hit time and time and time and time again for putting up fake polls. These companies have been twisting the facts to suit their needs. But this shit about Trump threatened to have her assassinated. Oh, God. Shut the fuck up. Seriously. Seriously, just shut up. You're really reaching and whining right now. And I'm so tired of it. I am sick and tired of the whining from the left. Grow a set of balls. Back your candidate. Jesus Christ, you're backing a goddamn criminal. You want to talk about, criminal activity and murderers? Hillary Clinton got 4 people murdered. You back that. And the one that really pissed me off is Elizabeth Socialist Pocahontas Warren. Always running her mouth, backing her. The bitch sold out. Everything she says she stands against, Hillary is for. Oh, but I'm endorsing her. Oh, I'm endorsing her because she's got a twat. What the fuck is going on, people? I know my mouth's getting away from me today. What the hell is going on? We're voting because of a person's sex. We've been told that's sexist to do that all these years. And now the left is doing that. They're the ones that bitched and cried about it for years, decades. Now they're actually doing it. We got told we can't vote on people because of their color. And what have we done the last year? We voted based on the color of their skin. What the? We got the left propping up. The frig? All of a sudden, the screen on my video computer is going left or right to left. I mean, the whole screen is just. That was weird. There we go. I mean, just all of a sudden, it just. The NSA is hacking into my computers. Hillary Clinton, more and more we're seeing she's got some health problems going on. And I'm not talking some health problems that can be dealt with. She can still be president. I'm starting to see that there is some health issues that could prevent her from, acting as president properly. There's some mental issues, and I'm not talking crazy. She's had some blood clots, and now it has caused what looks to be seizures. That it's bad enough one of her Secret Service has to carry a diazepam auto-injector in his hand at all times. That's how bad that is. They have to create these false narratives to protect Hillary. I mean, Jesus Christ, Hillary, and this is what pissed me off about the media. Hillary had a terrorist father front and center behind her, at a rally. And what the hell are we talking about? Not about that. Oh, no, the media don't want to talk about that. They ignore that because, Hillary Clinton said she didn't know about it. You do not get put in that area without being placed there by the campaign. The campaign put that man there. He's sitting there going, I support Hillary Clinton because she's for gun control. So what do? They start a narrative and attack Trump. Oh, she don't want to ban guns. She don't want any. No, not Hillary. Not Hillary Rotten Clinton. She wouldn't do anything like that. No. She's such a great person. She got 4 people killed in Benghazi because she didn't know what the hell to do. No, she's a great person. She's for women, and she thinks all sexual abuse personnel must be believed right away, unless she's attacking them on the stand, attacking a 12-year-old girl, and getting 2 men off for raping that girl. Then we don't want to believe them. Or if it's for her husband's sexually attacking and groping and raping women, then she don't believe what the women are saying. But everybody else needs to shut up. We have a different standard, and it's okay for Hillary Rotten Clinton. Fucking goddamn. But I am so tired. So tired. I forgot what I was looking for. Ooh. That's bad. That's bad. I honestly forgot what video I was looking for. Oh. And you know what? Everybody's, oh my God, there's Republicans speaking out against Trump. They're speaking out against Trump. Oh my, what are we going to do? Great. Now we know who to vote out of goddamn office. It's that simple, people. This is who we need to vote out of office. They're not conservative. They don't give a shit about this country. They're a bunch of globalists. Oh, I got told last night that I don't understand what globalist actually means by a quote-unquote conservative who's a never-Trumper. Globalism's good. Nationalism's bad. We don't want to care about the country, but I'm a conservative. I care about the Constitution. Yeah, with globalism, you dumb fucking moron, it will go out the window. Globalism is not friend to the Constitution. And I got into a discussion with another never-Trumper, and it was actually, we were cordial to each other. He had his view, I had mine. We talked about how each side is being a dumbass. And both sides are. We have idiots on both sides who go into attack mode and just want to insult and act like liberals. And we both, hi, Kel. And we both agreed on it. But we both treated each other with respect. Oh, I'm in one of my cussing moods today, Kel, so I apologize in advance. This shit that's going on, this trying to be nice and calm and not cuss. Yeah, that's not me. I've tried. I really did. I did. I mean, if I was getting paid money, actual money, yeah, I probably could watch my mouth. But you know what? I can't do it. That's not me. That's not Jersey Joe. But me and this Never Trumper, we got talking, and we were able to treat each other with respect. You can have differing opinions, have different political ideology, and still have a decent conversation and respect for each other. The problem is, on Twitter, people think they could say and act however they want and act like a fucking 5-year-old because they're behind a computer screen. And I could tell you from my life, 95% of the people wouldn't have the fucking balls to talk that way that they do on the internet to my face. I'm not a violent man. I'm not a violent man. I'm a big guy. I mean, I'm fat now, but I've always been a big guy. To the point that most people are scared shitless of me when they first meet me, and then they get to know me. They're like, you're a big teddy bear. But they also understand if they've seen me pissed off, and it's not a good thing. But most people wouldn't talk to me. And I find it funny because it's this computer, keyboard, commando, I'm brave behind a computer screen because no one can see me for what I really am type syndrome that goes on. And if I get treated with respect, I treat others with respect. And I had that one Never Trumper that was telling me that globalism is good for America, that it's a good thing for the Constitution. She just was acting like a nitwit, or he or whatever it was acting like an idiot. Just insulting. So I started acting back, and I got, well, you're not adding anything to the conversation, so I'm muting you. Woohoo! Yes! Good. Like I give a shit. You know, it's... Oh, my God. You're going to mute me? Big deal. Taking a look at something, something I've never seen, and I love it. I just had someone sharing my show on Twitter, and I've never seen the person before, and I'm greatly appreciated when people do that. It's just I've never seen this person before, and it has me kind of going, huh? Huh? I get on Facebook, I get notifications, but it's popping up with my old fire company. I keep up to date on what's going on. And it's, happening now. Tower 21, Engine 21 are at a first alarm dwelling fire. And I'm like, it gets my juices full. I'm like, huh? Oh, what? Oh, shit, that's right. I'm in Florida, number one. And, yeah, I can't do that stuff anymore. But it's still just, it gets, the mind clicks in. It's like, who, what, who, when, where, what? I know, I'm all over the place today. I'm in a good mood. Like I said, dealing with that idiot yesterday, really, It actually almost was fun to me. I mean, how stupid can you be to threaten that you're going to put the person to the bottom of the list when I got to send something to you for you to sign so I can pay you, and you're going to tell me you're going to put it to the bottom of the list? Oh, you are not the smartest tack in the drawer. Or sharpest, I should say. It's, I'm still laughing. And then to make fun of my hearing, or mock me, which that's how I took it, as mocking. Yeah. There's laws that you got to follow, especially as a company. So, well, we're going to get into more of this. And, yeah, it's that time again. You're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media, High Plains Pundit Radio, ICRN Network, Red Nation Rising, Spreaker, YouTube, and iTunes. We will be right back.
Listening to the SHR Media Network. Now, at Brownells, we know you may have only one shot to harvest that trophy, so we have thousands of accessories and replacement parts to improve your chances. We know how much you love to shoot, so our gunsmiths articles and videos will help you do more and get more out of your guns. And we also value your hard work and money. That's why only Brownells backs up everything we sell with a 100% unconditional lifetime guarantee. Brownells, the world's largest supplier of firearm accessories and gunsmithing tools.
My name is Chris Peranto, call sign Tonto. I was with the Global Response Staff. We were the security element for the Central Intelligence Agency in Benghazi, Libya on 9/11/2012. Myself and my team responded to an attack that killed Ambassador Chris Stevens, Sean Smith, and two of my teammates, Tyrone Woods and Glenn Doherty. Radical Islam is basically terrorism in a nutshell. It wants to not only put down Western values, it wants to kill anybody that supports those Western values, which is freedom, which is Christianity, and which is also anything that looks poorly on Sharia law. We've allowed it again to grow into something that it shouldn't be, and it's becoming stronger and stronger every day that we don't lead from the front. Obama and Hillary, by avoiding the phrase radical Islam, they're being politically correct. They don't see it for what it is, and that's straight up destroying the Western world. Radical Islam doesn't have a fear. They will give up their lives. They will detonate themselves. They will do anything they can to fulfill Sharia law and kill the infidels. If we're not able to even say radical Islam, the word radical Islam, there's no way we can fight it. There's no way we can defeat it. The United States of America doesn't lead from behind. We're always setting the example. If not, we're going to see terrorism get bigger and bigger, and eventually it's just going to be continual lone wolf attacks in the United States. And I don't want that to happen to my kids. I don't want to see my family go through that. Please join me in waking up Washington in this fight on radical Islam, seeing the threat that it really is. Sign up at leadingfromthefront.org.
Breaking news. According to the latest report coming out of SHR Media, a merchandise store to support both the Reaver of Common Sense and SHR Media has just been unleashed to the general public. Be forewarned that this site can be contagious and numerous items can be purchased to support the best news programming. Go to Reaver.one website and click on the store link to check out the merchandise.
Listening to Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe. Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense show, hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on shrmedia.com and highplainsdailynews.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else, so consider this your fair warning.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians,
You got a business. That you didn't build that.
a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean.
Dude, I'm not saying cow for the stupid pro.
Sackhead Clint.
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
Also starring Sacco as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, 'cause I'm drinking.
They are the Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on shrmedia.com.
Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch the Southside Mutt Show with its hosts, the Jersey Boys, Jersey Joe and Crash, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, where we will be digging up the dirt.
Times are dark. The people misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation in confusion needs a guide. It needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker, SHR Media, High Plains Talk Radio, Live Rebooting Liberty, and YouTube for a unique brand of commentary on the unpleasant blind guide. Because truth is not always pleasant.
If you miss a show, don't worry. You can catch the replays two ways, rebootingliberty.com or the Reaver of Common Sense.com. While you're there on Reaver of Common Sense, don't forget, drop in your email and keep up to date on everything going on, or click the like button on the Facebook widget. Now on to the Reaver of Common Sense.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. I'm your host, Jersey Joe, and I'm making sense out of the senseless. Give me 1 second, please. I love idiots. Oh my God. Trump wants to kill Hillary. Look, oh my God, he's so mean. Sorry. The Jersey Takeover's here. We have expanded to 2 hours every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Remember to join the live chat. Go to shrmedia.com. Click on the chat room button. Join the conversation. Do you want to support the show? It is very easy. All you have to do is go to reaver.1/shop. Pick up a Reaver of Common Sense jersey or any of the other t-shirts that we have for sale. Pick them up. Wear it loud and proud. And you can do it like one listener, great listener, Kel. She's taking it to Ireland. She's taking it international. I'm going international, people. No. Just pick up a shirt, wear it with pride. You can pick up a Second Amendment shirt. You know, show these idiots that you are backing, that you agree with Trump, that we will be supporting him and standing up against Hillary's anti-gun agenda by voting for Trump, voting for pro-gun. Just go to reaver.one/shop. Show these flippin' idiots that you don't want the Constitution walked all over. Oh, I'm going over these comments, and it's just hysterical. No, that's what he meant. He said he wants to kill her. Where's the Secret Service? Where's the Attorney Generals? I'm being serious. People are actually saying this. He needs to be arrested immediately. You whiny-ass bastards. So, here we go. We're gonna come on back up. We're gonna play a little clip. Play a little game called The Truth.
As, although the Second Amendment,
wait a minute, what the heck?
Maybe there is. Let me read to you a tweet. This is Senator Chris.
Well, let me just...
Oh, these idiots. CNN's having a field day with this. Instead of reporting that she has a terrorist at her rally, they're reporting on made-up news. How about we report on Hillary's health? That would be nice. So let's listen to Donald Trump actually speaking. Not me reading his words, Donald Trump. I think this has this quote-unquote threat.
And so we've gotten to the place in the 2016 campaign where everyone is talking about assassination. It started with what sounded like a joke from Donald Trump.
Hillary wants to essentially abolish the Second Amendment. By the way, and if she gets to pick her judges, nothing you can do, folks. Although the Second Amendment people, maybe there is, I don't know. But
this was...
Oh, my God. It's a threat. How the hell do you go from that, the Second Amendment people are going to get up and vote to stop Hillary, to that's an assassination threat? That is a huge leap, even for liberals. That's a huge leap. That is idiocy. Really taking a leap for... And they're like, oh, she don't want to ban guns. Oh, no, she's for guns. No, she never said she wanted to ban guns. Really? Really, dumbasses. That's the other one that's got me. She doesn't want to ban guns. No, she doesn't. She never said that. Did she not say that we need to look into an Australian-type gun control issue? Yeah, she said that. We really need to look into the Australian. Hey, psst, jackass. You flipping, lead paint eating, window licking, helmet wearing retard. That's a gun ban. People had to turn all their guns into the government in Australia. That's called a gun ban. Oh. And then you hear, well, yeah, people shouldn't have guns. You have Hillary delegates / campaign workers now that, yeah, she wants to ban guns. You can't go out there and you can't say that you want to ban guns because the American people won't stand for that. So what we got to do is get people that are going to say, these politicians that say we want sensible gun control. And then we get them in office and then we ban guns. And no, I'm not making this shit up, people, for comedy efforts. This is what they actually say. And I love but she don't want to ban guns. She never said anything about banning guns. We want sensible gun control. What's sensible gun control? Background checks? Got them. Well, we don't want people that have domestic violence against them. Already there. You can't own a gun. Well, we don't want terrorists buying them, so we want a gun ban based off of the no fly. Yeah, but that takes away everybody's right against due process. And if you're already on a list, you're not going to be able to buy a gun. No, but you had a guy in Orlando. Yes, he was actually investigated by the FBI. They found no evidence to the contrary that he was a terrorist at the time. Hindsight being 2020, yes, now we can tell he was a terrorist, but there was no evidence. Well, he shouldn't have been allowed to buy a gun. Oh, so you want us to pick on Muslims now? It's scary, and I still remember that jackass, dumbass Philadelphia Eagles sports talk expert going on about how he doesn't mind that the due process is stepped on as long as it makes his wife and kid safe. And what he doesn't realize is doing away with that can put him in jail because they'll find something in the future where they don't like it, or his daughter might wind up in jail because she might do something that the government doesn't like, and they deem that it's for national security. These assholes think that doing away with this stuff on a small scale is going to be okay. To allow the government to have secret list is okay. To have a politician such as Hillary Clinton stepping up would be okay. To have a woman who got 4 people murdered, who has leaked national security that could have gotten one person murdered. Well, I don't want to say murder, but that could have got the man hung. Because she leaked out what the man did for the United States, and he was working as a spy. I'm reading Dan Rather is opening his mouth. There is no threat, and they're trying to make something out of nothing to cover up the fact that Hillary Clinton had a terrorist father behind her. That she had a sympathizer of Taliban sitting behind her. So they got to make up an issue because the news does not want to talk about the negative of Hillary Clinton. Dan Rather doesn't want to be a journalist and talk about the evils that Hillary Clinton does. These journalists that sold their soul and got nothing in return to help cover up Hillary Clinton. And it's really scaring me lately. It is. It's scaring me. That are we going to have a Hillary president? And it's just going to be another step of just another step on killing America. And these never Trumps, these liberals are gladly doing it. And it goes back to, oh, the globalist is a good thing. You hope that, are you saying that globalism is a good thing as it takes millions of jobs away from Americans? It walks all over the Constitution. And what these never Trump dumbasses don't realize, which I think they do, I don't think any of these dumbass never Trumpers are actually conservatives. There might be a couple that got caught up in it. But for the most part, I don't think they were conservatives in the first place. Because globalism is not a friend to the Second Amendment. It's not just economics that has to deal with globalism. Globalism has more to do also with our immigration policies. Globalism is not a friend of borders. And that's what these dumbasses don't realize. They just see the small picture. They're not looking at the big picture. When they look at Paul Ryan winning the primary. Oh, you had to vote against goddamn Trump. Oh, I'm so happy. It's also a vote towards globalism, which you idiots are praising. But sit there and say you're a constitutional conservative, but you're for globalism. That's going to piss all over our Constitution. The two cannot exist hand in hand. And these half-wits just go on. Helping Hillary Clinton. Now, I'm not talking voting, but I'm talking your bad-mouthing, pissing all over the Constitution. You're helping Hillary Clinton. Vote for whoever you want. I've talked about it multiple times, people. Vote for whoever you want. That's your constitutional right. Oh, our country's in danger, and we got these people who call themselves constitutional conservatives who're supposed to be guardians of the Constitution. That'd be like having Hillary Clinton and her people it'd be like Hillary Clinton and her people setting up national security on the email servers. Oh, God, it. It just. I don't know. Sorry, writing myself a note. Do not believe the jackasses. I just can't believe the idiots that think globalism is a good thing for America. Globalism is going to help America. It hasn't done shit for us the last decade or so. The last couple of decades. It's been hurting our economy. It's been taking jobs from us. But yet, these dumbasses think that it's good for the economy. We've had a flood of immigrants coming into this country, both legal and illegal, which is killing the job market. And yet they think that's going to be helpful to America. I don't know what these people are thinking. I really don't. You would swear that Donald Trump went to their house, raped their dog, and took their cookie money off their counter, the way they're acting. I forget what movie that's from. And yes, that is from a movie. I'm sorry, your savior, conservative, constitutional conservative jackass extraordinaire, Ted Cruz, who's no different than Obama, And I'm sorry that you can't see it because you're so blinded by him up there preaching and mesmerizing you that he's for the Constitution, that he's a constitutional scholar and he's a constitutional lawyer. Jesus Christ, it was the same goddamn thing. It's the same rhetoric we heard from Obama. Same college, same university. He's gone up the same way. Junior senator. And you can't see it. And you're so blind by it. Because all he sits there is got Constitution, Constitution, Constitution. While other people are talking about actual issues, you have Cruz going, Constitution, Constitution, Glenn Beck, Constitution, Constitution, Glenn Beck, Constitution, Constitution. Oh, look at that. He said Constitution. Trump's never said Constitution. Oh, look at that. He's talking about the Constitution. And that's what I hear from these people. Get your head out of your ass. Most of yous were great conservative warriors. But you have your head wrapped around this ideology of Constitution, Constitution, Constitution. Constitution, 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 Constitution. I'm for the Constitution. But you don't need to be saying it every word. And it seems like now you're against everything that Trump's for, and you're sounding exactly like a liberal now. You've been quoting liberal media, guys and gals. Vote for who you want, but admit what you're doing. Don't hide behind semantics. Admit what you're doing. You are for Hillary now. Whether you like it or not, that's what you're doing. Man up. Get a set of balls. And yes, women do have balls. They're internal. They're called ovaries. And medically speaking, I am right on the ball on that. Excuse the pun on that. You can't tell me you're a globalist, but yet you're for the American Constitution at the same time. They don't go hand in hand. Globalism is not a pro-gun stance. Globalism wants you unarmed. Globalism wants you dependent on government. Globalism does not want you speaking freely. I don't understand how you can't see that. And you think just because you're being smart and you're against Trump, that it's a good thing. Because you're not a nationalist anymore. You see the big picture. You see the globalist picture. What I see is you killing our country. You're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media, High Plains Pundit Radio, ICRN Network, Red Nation Rising, Speaker, YouTube, and iTunes. We will be right back.
Listening to the SHR Media Network. Now, Brownells, we know you may have only one shot to harvest that trophy, so we have thousands of accessories and replacement parts to improve your chances. We know how much you love to shoot, so our gunsmiths articles and videos will help you do more and get more out of your guns. We also value your hard work and money. That's why only Brownells backs up everything we sell with a 100% unconditional lifetime guarantee. Brownells, the world's largest supplier of firearm accessories and gunsmithing tools.
My name is Chris Peranto, call sign Tonto. I was with the Global Response Staff. We were the security element for the Central Intelligence Agency in Benghazi, Libya on 9/11/2012. Myself and my team responded to an attack that killed Ambassador Chris Stevens, Sean Smith, and two of my teammates, Tyrone Woods and Glenn Doherty. Radical Islam is basically terrorism in a nutshell. It wants to not only put down Western values, it wants to kill anybody that supports those Western values, which is freedom, which is Christianity, and which is also anything that looks poorly on Sharia law. We've allowed it again to grow into something that it shouldn't be, and it's becoming stronger and stronger every day that we don't lead from the front. Obama and Hillary, by avoiding the phrase radical Islam, they're being politically correct. They don't see it for what it is, and that's straight up destroying the Western world. Radical Islam doesn't have a fear. They will give up their lives. They will detonate themselves. They will do anything they can to fulfill Sharia law and kill the infidels. If we're not able to even say radical Islam, the word radical Islam, there's no way we can fight it. There's no way we can defeat it. The United States of America doesn't lead from behind. We are always setting the example. If not, we're going to see terrorism get bigger and bigger, and eventually it's just going to be continual lone wolf attacks in the United States. And I don't want that to happen to my kids. I don't want to see my family go through that. Please join me in waking up Washington in this fight on radical Islam, seeing the threat that it really is. Sign up at leadingfromthefront.org.
Breaking news. According to the latest report coming out of SHR Media, a merchandise store to support both the Reaver of Common Sense and SHR Media has just been unleashed to the general public. Be forewarned that this site can be contagious and numerous items can be purchased to support the best news programming. Go to Reaver.one website and click on the store link to check out the merchandise.
Listening to Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe. Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense show, hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on shrmedia.com and highplains.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else, so consider this your fair warning.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians,
You got a business. That you didn't build that.
a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean,
Dude, I'm not saying cop for the stupid pro.
Sackhead Clint,
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
also starring Sacco as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, 'cause I'm drinking.
They are the Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on shrmedia.com.
Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch the Southside Mud Show with its hosts, the Jersey Boys, Jersey Joe and Crash, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, where we will be digging up the dirt.
Times are dark. The people misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation in confusion needs a guide. It needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker, SHR Media, High Plains Talk Radio, Live Rebooting Liberty, and YouTube for a unique brand of commentary on the unpleasant blind guide. Because truth is not always pleasant.
If you miss a show, don't worry. You can catch the replays two ways, rebootingliberty.com or the Reaver of Common Sense.com. While you're there on Reaver of Common Sense, don't forget, drop in your email and keep up to date on everything going on, or click the like button on the Facebook widget. Now on to the Reaver of Common Sense.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. I am your host, Jersey Joe, and I'm making sense out of the senseless. I'm sorry, the Jersey Takeover is here. We have expanded to 2 hours every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Remember to join the live chat. Go to shrmedia.com, click on the chat room button, join the conversation. If you want to support the shows and support SHR Media, go to reaver.1/shop. So, we got some breaking news. This just in. Hillary's camp is now saying that... Little John and LMFAO is now, they're charging them that they are calling for, that they, in their song, they're calling for the assassination of Hillary Clinton.
All of the alcoholics, where you at? Let's go, hey!
See, they're picking out alcoholics. See, they're picking on people that go on the clubs. They're a lot of people are going to be charged in this. And here comes the death threat. They are trying to get everybody to assassinate Hillary Clinton at this point. We'll have more as it breaks, but yeah, they're now charging that that group and anybody that's listened to it is in on the assassination of Hillary Clinton. Hopefully people are laughing about that, because that's how stupid this is. Saying Donald Trump made that speech and calling for her assassination is like trying to say that song is talking about assassinating Hillary Clinton. Get over it, people. You sound like a bunch of window-licking, helmet-wearing retards. Hey, hold on one second. And we got a special wandering guest that just called in. What's up, Crash?
Not much.
I don't know if you've heard, and I just played. We have breaking news, and I forget the name of the band. They do that song "Shots." You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Which one is it?
Shots, where they just say shots, 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 shots.
Okay.
Well, I heard now that they're calling that was an assassination of Hillary Clinton song, actually.
That song is for the assassination. Are you serious?
No, I'm not. I'm making fun of the fact that Trump gave a speech and said basically that the Second Amendment supporters would be doing something about Hillary by voting against her in November, and they're saying that he called for her assassination.
Oh, my God. That was the biggest piece of horse manure that I have heard in a while.
They're calling for the Attorney General and the Secret Service and the FBI to have him arrested immediately. And yes, I'm being serious about that.
Yeah, because actually, I think I got the. It was nice to see CNN go back to their old ways of being completely left-leaning. Because I was reading a report about that actually this morning, and I was reading. They had the thing about that whole thing, and it was funny because they start talking about it. That was a big long-ass article. And essentially, they only spend about 2 paragraphs actually discussing what the headline was about, and the rest of it was just off on every fucking tangent they could think of.
Yeah,
But the funny thing is, they're sitting there going, they were just going off on tangents about Trump's strategies. And they kept saying, he's saying that, Clinton's going to abolish the Second Amendment. And he's saying this without any proof.
She said we need to do it. Australian. No, she did talk about a ban.
I was like, wait a minute, no proof? She is adamantly been out there saying
Australian ban.
She wants tighter gun regulation.
No.
You get any tighter than what we got right now?
Stop. She said we need to do an Australian gun control. Australia banned guns. Right there. Well,
now, see, the thing is, now here's the thing that's kind of funny when they bring that up. If you actually look at Australia's gun ban, they did ban, but they didn't entirely ban them. So that's why, Clinton can get away with the statement of, we want to do what Australia did. Because technically it's not a gun ban. You can still own a firearm in Australia. However, it is so highly regulated, nobody wants to do it.
It's basically impossible for them to own.
Look, you have to have a certain type of security system in your house. You have to have a certain type of safe. Ammunition has to be stored separately. Nothing can ever be stored loaded. You have to actually be a member of a shooting club, and you have to participate in organized club events and have a document signed, and then you have to send that into Australia every year to prove that you actually own these for sporting purposes.
Oh, and you've been missed. Kel's yelling crash. She's happy to hear from Kel in the chat room is happy to hear from you. She hasn't heard from you in a while. I take it classes back in session.
No, actually it's not. I just had a meeting, and I got out of the meeting, and I got about a 30-minute drive back to the shop, so I figured, what the hell? I'll aggravate the daytime crew.
Oh, my God. It is, it's getting ridiculous anymore, and they're reaching, and the problem is they're covering up for yesterday's incident. That's the funny part.
Well, what was yesterday's incident?
Oh, wait a minute. Was it yesterday or the day before? Might have been Monday. She had a rally in Kissimmee, which is no issue. The father of the terrorist from the Orlando shooting was standing right behind her in the crowd.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So they're trying to cover that up because that was starting to gain traction because, for you to get that seat, you have to be placed there by the campaign.
Yep.
And they're trying to say, well, we didn't know who he was. And he's sitting there going, I got an invite from the campaign.
But see, the screwed up thing is, in all honesty, it's funny that they're trying to, this one didn't work out as we wanted to, so let's cover it up. The funny thing is, when they had the DNC convention, they made a whole special point about bringing the parents and relatives of criminals out there. For what purpose? What, to show that the cops were wrong? Well, hey, guess what? Courts of law have shown the cops were in the right. So what is this? It's nothing more than political posturing, and they're trying to play on heartstrings of certain groups. And it's complete BS. It is complete crap.
Yeah.
It's complete crap. And honestly, the true irony is, look at it's. They're saying, okay, well, this is all, the Democrats, they're for us, they'll protect us. Look where a lot of these things have happened. It's split. If I would say that it's between either a 50-50 between red and blue states, or it's slightly 60-40 in favor of the Democrats that more incidents occur in their states.
Yeah, but where do it's like above 95% of these mass incidents happen? They're in
gun-free zones.
Yeah, it's gun-free zones. It doesn't matter what state. They're in gun-free zones where you can't carry a gun. And actually, I was talking a different aspect of the violence and stupidity of the anti-Trump people at the rallies. And it happened, and we were discussing it too, it happened in our old stomping ground, Lawrence Township. And the kid was acting like an absolute jackass. And it just occurred to me, and I don't see that happening here in Florida. You don't see these people acting like the idiots like that, or like they do in California. And one of the reasons is everybody is fucking armed.
Well, see, the thing is, I think that's part of it, but honestly, what irritated me the most about that thing that happened in Lawrence was the fact that, honestly, it was you have all these adults standing around, and you have kids. I mean, they're performing acts of violence.
They're destroying private property.
Vandalism. And, I mean, okay, right there, they're vandalizing private property. The cops aren't doing anything about it, which I'm kind of torn on. I can see the one side of it where they're backing off a bit because everybody's out to crucify them, and they actually have to spend more time watching their own backs now because they're being assassinated. So I can kind of understand they're going to maybe let the little things go. But on the flip side, you're essentially giving permission for people to break the law. Now, you add to that the way that this kid just handled himself. I mean, these kids were proud of what they did. Like it was no big deal, and they are allowed to do this. That was my kid. I would have hoped there was a video camera there to show me whoop his ass.
There'd be a new video out.
Whoop his ass.
There'd be a new video out. Guess what, asshole? You want to act like an idiot like that in the spotlight? We're making a new video, and you're apologizing to everybody for your actions, son. And my parents would have done that. They would have made me do a video apologizing to the country for my actions.
We didn't have all the social media and all the streaming and stuff like that, but I do remember my parents dragging my ass back someplace and apologizing for my behavior or for my actions to the people that I had affected. I mean, I remember my parents doing that. They made a point to do that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. In today's age, my parents would have been like, you're making a video, and you're going to sit there and apologize, and it's going to be right after an ass whooping. I'm sorry, I didn't mean I was acting like a dumbass.
Yeah, it's just...
Have my mom sit there with a cordless phone in her hand.
What's that?
My mom would be standing there with a cordless phone in her hand.
Part of it, I hate to say it this way, but I think it's this whole me generation. Part of it's this whole me generation mentality of we can do what we want.
Yep.
We don't have to answer for anything, and we can act and behave however we want. I mean, honestly, I had that this morning. A perfect example, right where I work. This morning, I had a young kid, got an attitude problem. He's a decent worker, but you try to tell him how to do something, he gets all pissed off and says he'll do it however he wants to do it. Well, no, you're going to do it.
That's how you get your ass fired.
You know, like, no, that's not how it works. Well, what does he do? I'm on a call this morning, on a business call. He just walks into my office and sits his ass down and waits for me to take notice of him. Are you freaking kidding me? So I asked the other individual, please hold. And I talked to him for a minute. What do you need? He starts going on with this thing. I was like, look, you're tired. Okay? You were up late last night doing whatever the hell it is you're doing. You're tired today. You're falling asleep at your station. Go the hell home. Oh, well, no. Then you need to not be staying up all freaking night. Sorry. Go home. I'm sending you home for the day. Because I'm done with it. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, essentially, he was looking to sit behind a desk and take a nap, but to pay for it. That's what he was going after. He was trying to get me to give him paperwork that didn't require any focus. That's not his job. But that's what he was going for.
Oh, my God.
So he punches out. Then he comes in and he drops all the stuff on the floor in my office waiting for his ride. Well, he goes and makes himself, goes to get himself some water. I was like, okay, so also my office is now community ground.
I'd be like, come get your shit, pick it up, and act like an adult.
Oh, honestly, it took everything I had not to take his stuff and go throw it in the trash compactor. That's about how agitated he had me. But this is now, he's actually on that, what he pulled today with me, that's either his second or his third strike. I'll find out next week when I talk to his supervisor when he comes back. But he may not be there much longer just because of this me mentality attitude of I can do what I want and I'm allowed to get away with it.
But it'll be your fault, not his. It won't be his actions that
I'm
caused
sure
that.
it will be. I'm sure. But on the plus side, I don't have to worry about too much shit. He's a white male. So
Also,
I don't have to worry about how shark that ended up on my freaking doorstep.
before I forget, my investigation says that kid is not from Lawrence Township. He was not from Lawrence Township. He was coming from either Hamilton or Ewing or Trenton. But my bet would be Ewing, Princeton possibly too.
Well, honestly, given the way that kid was, just his snarkiness, I would have put him at Northern Lawrence. I would definitely put him at Princeton or Hamilton Square area.
Yep.
That's where I would place him. Now, the problem is, you say he's from Princeton, he could technically be from Lawrence because we all know anybody that's in that area.
For those that don't know, once you cross over a certain line in Lawrence Township, the noses go straight up in the air, and you have a Lawrence zip code, but no, we are Princeton.
We are Princetonians. No, you're not, idiot.
You're Lawrence Town. And what's funny is it's not even Lawrence Township anymore because that was too white-collar-ish, or excuse me, blue-collar. So we're at Lawrenceville now.
Oh, it's Lawrence.
Well, if you look on the map and everything, it's Lawrenceville, but what is on the building for the government? Lawrence Township.
Because that's what it was incorporated as. That's what it was.
What is all the
Lawrence
emergency services?
Township.
Lawrence Township. But no, it's Lawrenceville.
The thing is, Lawrenceville. Now, the funny thing is, anybody that grew up there was a line, essentially a line in the township.
Yeah.
If you lived south of it, everybody called it Lawrence Township. If you lived in the prep school area north, you were Lawrenceville. It was more, and it was essentially, white collar.
I can tell you're not sticking your nose high enough in the air when you say that.
No, I'm not, because I find it hard to breathe with the lack of altitude.
All right, I want to bring up something else that I was talking about earlier, and I'm glad that you're called in. I'm finding it funny with these never-Trumpers, and I know you don't really deal with them that much, but I got into a discussion with one of these jugheads, and we got into the globalist nationalist conversation, and you know the difference between the two, right? I'm not trying to be a smartass. You know the difference between a globalist and a nationalist.
Go ahead and give me the difference that you're going to use for this conversation.
Well, basically, I'm going by the very basic. A globalist cares more about the global issues, and nationalist says the country comes first. For whatever it is, the nation comes first. We worry about
the reason why I asked is because people, with a lot of nationalists, globalists, socialists, people have been throwing these terms around so vaguely and haphazardly, they do pick up and they start to kind of blend in with each other and with other things.
Okay.
That's why I wanted to know what definition. I mean, how are you defining it right now?
Well, they were telling me how
Okay.
globalism is better for the country, how it's better for our economy, and they're doing this while saying that they're constitutional conservatives. And my point was, and I'm laughing, is it's not better for our economy. It's been killing our economy. It is against our Constitution. It's against our freedom of speeches. It's against our gun rights. It's against our immigration laws. Globalism, it's a direct conflict of what we do as a nation. And they're sitting there talking how they're the constitutional conservatives and acting all uppity. And it's like you're out for the destruction of the country and you're too dumb to even realize it.
The other screwed up thing is, now here, honestly, this is my feeling on it. You cannot have globalism without first having nationalism. Unless you start off as a nationalist and get your own house in order, how effective part of a global economy or a global community? Unless you're a leech. I mean, if you want to leech off of everybody else, then yeah, I guess it's possible. So, I mean, is that what we're going after here? Is that what the citizens of this country want? They want to leech off of other nations?
And
because if that's what they're after, then yeah, it makes sense. Otherwise, no. We need to get our own fucking house in order before we're freaking worried about everybody else's goddamn issues. Because I can guarantee you, they're not worried about ours. The only thing they're worried about is when's their next handout coming. When's that next pallet of Benjamins getting dropped off?
Yep. And I just picked up, there's another reason why they started this whole Trump. And I don't mean to cut you off and change subject. I got the news running on the TV off to my left, and I just happened to glance over and saw it. More emails came about from Hillary Clinton that were, quote-unquote, missing. The businesses found them and turned them in. And it was a pay-to-play type scheme that Hillary's State Department was doing. And that's now coming to light. And they needed that covered up, so they are coming up with this. Donald Trump he's calling for the assassination of the president of Hillary Clinton. And I love that one, the president of Hillary Clinton. She's not president yet.
Oh, they seem to think. Now, honestly, here's what I would actually use. Okay, somebody wants to do that whole globalism versus nationalism thing. Globalism so much better. Okay. Well, let's look at the small-scale experiment that was conducted. It's called the European Union. All of those nations, in all seriousness, they all said, let's join together. We'll be stronger as a whole than we are individually. In theory, it worked for a short period of time, but then what happened? Look what's going on now. The whole fucking thing's falling apart. They're in shambles. Well, hey, guess what? That's what globalism will get you unless you keep your own fucking shit in order first.
Look at socialism. Socialism works for a small period of time, and it works great, but then it falls apart.
It always looks good on paper, and everybody always touts, see how great it works? Yeah, look back in history. It always worked great for the first few years. Every single time. It works great initially. It's kind of like you get that brand new car. Oh, yeah, man, it runs like a champ initially. No, I'm not going to do any maintenance on it. It's already running good. Give it a few years. Let me know how that damn thing's still running.
Exactly.
That's all there is to it.
I always hear, like, Sweden and some of those countries, and they're voting in conservatives now because they're going, shit, our country is actually starting to turn for the worse, and we need to straighten it out. Because it doesn't work. And now globalism is not going to work. Is it nations should learn how to try to play nice with each other? Yes. I'm not saying that we can't be part of a globalism. But when we worry more about, if we do this policy, it's going to hurt this country's economy. So we're not going to do it, and we're going to say we don't care what happens to our people.
Yeah, and then now that's the difference. Now, having partnerships across the globe and having
trying to help each other,
business interests, and all the rest of it, if it helps both countries out, then I see no problem with it. I'm all for it. However, if it's passing a law that's going to be detrimental to us, or if we're going to refuse to pass a law that would help us because of the impact on another country, then I'm sorry. Who are we more concerned about? The people over there?
Well, this is a perfect example, the way, and talking about loaning countries money and all that. Think of it as the nation as your house. Okay, if we'll go with the helping other countries financially. I am hardly paying my bills. Would it be smart to me to borrow money from a neighbor to give to a neighbor that I don't know, that's 5 blocks over, that's never going to pay me back, and actually try to burn my house down, give them the money that I just borrowed that I'm going to have to pay back? That wouldn't be smart. Everybody would be going, hell no, I ain't doing that. But that's what they're expecting our country to do. And when you talk about the laws, like you were saying, it'd be like saying, okay, I'm going to make a ruling that's going to help my neighbor, but it's going to hurt my kids and take food and, shelter away from my kids, but it's going to help my neighbor out. Everybody would go, hell no, I'm going to worry about me before my neighbor. And that's what I'm talking about. If your house is in order and everything's going great, yeah, great. Help your neighbor out.
I have no problem with spreading the wealth. I have no problem with helping people that are in hard times or people that are less fortunate than me. I have zero problem with that. What I have a problem with is when the government's telling me that I will do it.
Yeah.
If I want to help somebody out, that is my choice. If I've made smart decisions with my life and I made good decisions and I ended up with a nest egg, that's mine. I don't give a crap if my eggs are bigger than yours. They're my freaking eggs. That's all there is to it. Keep your freaking grubby hands out of my goddamn fridge. I'm sorry, you don't go into somebody else's house and just open up the damn fridge and help yourself. Somebody did that come in my house and did that, I kicked their ass. I think you would have too.
No, I wouldn't kick their ass. I'd probably shoot them. To be honest, if you're coming in my house and doing that, you're not invited.
Well, I'm telling you right now, if somebody came into your house and they got to your fridge before you thought to shoot them, then you got a real problem with how you evaluate a threat. That's all I'm saying.
Well, come on, I'm a fat man. Of course I'm going to find someone going to the fridge a threat. Taking my gravy levels away from me? Hell no.
You're coming through the window. Oh, you're going to steal you want the vacuum cleaner? I'm not worried about it. Get off my damn Krispy Kremes.
Exactly. Oh, you're gonna hump my dog? Yeah, go ahead. He might bite you. You're going for my fridge? No, motherfucker. You ain't getting my donuts.
Oh, yeah, completely off this topic, but you just made me think of it with the whole gun thing again. What the fuck with the damn Olympics and the commentary coming out of these piss fans? Did you see that crap?
With what? The Olympics, you said?
Yeah, with the Olympics. We've got this girl, what was she? Sophomore? I think like in college or something like that. This young girl wins the gold.
Oh.
She brings home the gold.
First gold we won.
There was damn near no media coverage of it.
Oh, no, there was.
There was. And the stuff that I saw some postings on it, and then, there's people comment, congratulations.
No.
Hey, yeah, good for her. Hey, oh, of course, yeah, America would win a gold medal for shooting something. Oh, yeah, that just figures.
Yep.
Like, wow,
Did you hear the retort about it? Hey, asshole, it was an air gun. That's why.
I didn't hear that one.
Yeah, that's why it dropped so quickly.
Anybody in the shooting sports knows what that was. It was a flipping air gun.
Yeah, but let's talk about the woman that they made a big deal with, the fencing over. She's wearing a burqa, but yet she lost.
No, she's not wearing a burqa. She's wearing a hijab.
Oh, whatever. Burqa.
Well, the hijab is the head scarf.
Yeah.
The burqa is that full head covering.
Yeah, but either which way, she lost to a lower-ranking player in the first round that she should have kicked the shit out of, and now they're, woe is her, she's a victim.
Yep, and she's got interviews, she's got all this crap lined up because she empowered women, and she did it.
And she bashed America, so of course she's popular with the liberals. But they're pro-America.
You empowered America. You've been an outspoken against Trump. You did all this. You empowered women. You got your ass kicked.
You empowered women to lose.
And let's go around and we're going to give you freaking book deals. Now, the female that kicked ass, but is more moderate about it and just kind of, you know what, everybody's
she's
getting a
white.
good job. She's more humble.
She's white. She's Christian.
We don't want nothing to do with her. No. So what?
It's very simple. She's white and she's Christian. Okay?
There you go.
When you talk about the Democrat Party, it wasn't really... I mean, people accused it, but there wasn't nothing that really jumped out at you over the years. But we've accused the liberals for a long time now of being racist little bastards. And now it's really showing because they've pulled the line. It's Muslims over gays, Muslims over whites, Muslims over blacks. If it's Muslims, they're going to promote it. Good or bad. I mean, they put this goddamn father on a pedestal that his son did a terrorist attack, and they put him up there going, look at that, he's talking about gun control. If we had gun control, his son wouldn't have shot up a nightclub full of gay people. We have another one that's sitting there talking about protecting the terrorist that killed his son, and how great is he? Look at that. He's talking about Muslims and protecting them, the same ones that killed his fucking son. And just people sit there and applaud it. Talk about lemmings.
This crap is just, honestly, it just really sickens me. It actually makes you feel physically ill.
It does.
In the direction that a lot of this stuff is going. And the problem is, I mean, with the way that we talk, I mean, people are saying, oh, they hate Muslims. Oh, they must hate their bigots. No, it's not the fact.
No.
That's the matter is, I know people that are Muslim. I know people that do follow that faith. I don't have any problem against them. I have problems against this whole, one, you want to hurt me, well, yeah, I'm going to have a problem with you. I don't really give a shit about your religion. So let's leave that out of it. When you want to come specifically down with the religion side of it, what I have a problem with is you're better than me because that's your religion, and you're going to get held to a different standard, and you're going to get coddled because of it. And I'm supposed to be sensitive to you, but you don't have to be sensitive to me because your religion says you don't have to be.
Oh, yeah. I mean, really think about what really started a lot of what's going on. I don't want to say started, but it started this career path that I'm going on. Not even career path, but Benghazi. It was over a video. This video, oh my God, it's so disgusting. They were making fun of the Prophet Muhammad. Oh my God, we can't do that. And no, the video was real, but yeah, it wasn't over the video.
Was real, but
hang on.
That was the reason for the attack. It had nothing to do with it.
But it's okay that they burn, drown, behead, shoot, mutilate Christians and Jews. They mock the Christian religion. They mock the Jewish religion. And we got to accept that. That's freedom, that they're allowed to do that. Prophet Muhammad is a rapist. You can't say that. You're a sexist. You're just a xenophobe.
Yep.
What the fuck is that?
Well, I hate to cut this out, but I'm pulling up now.
Yep.
So I'm going to have to catch up with you later, bud.
Well, tonight we'll be on for Southside Mutts, hosted by the Jersey Boys, myself, Joe, and Crash. We'll be on at 8 p.m. right here on SHR Media, High Plains Pundit Radio. And I'm actually late for a commercial. So you're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media, High Plains Pundit Radio, ICRN Network, Red Nation Rising, YouTube, Speaker, and iTunes. We will be right back.
Listening to the SHR Media Network. Now, Brownells, we know you may have only one shot to harvest that trophy, so we have thousands of accessories and replacement parts to improve your chances. We know how much you love to shoot, so our gunsmiths articles and videos will help you do more and get more out of your guns. And we also value your hard work and money. That's why only Brownells backs up everything we sell with a 100% unconditional lifetime guarantee. Brownells, the world's largest supplier of firearm accessories and gunsmithing tools.
My name is Chris Peranto, call sign Tonto. I was with the Global Response Staff. We were the security element for the Central Intelligence Agency in Benghazi, Libya on 9/11/2012. Myself and my team responded to an attack that killed Ambassador Chris Stevens, Sean Smith, and two of my teammates, Tyrone Woods and Glenn Doherty. Radical Islam is basically terrorism in a nutshell. It wants to not only put down Western values, it wants to kill anybody that supports those Western values, which is freedom, which is Christianity, and which is also anything that looks poorly on Sharia law. We've allowed it again to grow into something that it shouldn't be, and it's becoming stronger and stronger every day that we don't lead from the front. Obama and Hillary, by avoiding the phrase radical Islam, they're being politically correct. They don't see it for what it is, and that's straight up destroying the Western world. Radical Islam doesn't have a fear. They will give up their lives. They will detonate themselves. They will do anything they can to fulfill Sharia law and kill the infidels. If we're not able to even say radical Islam, the word radical Islam, there's no way we can fight it. There's no way we can defeat it. The United States of America doesn't lead from behind. We're always setting the example. If not, we're going to see terrorism get bigger and bigger, and eventually it's just going to be continual lone wolf attacks in the United States. And I don't want that to happen to my kids. I don't want to see my family go through that. Please join me in waking up Washington in this fight on radical Islam, seeing the threat that it really is. Sign up at leadingfromthefront.org.
Breaking news. According to the latest report coming out of SHR Media, a merchandise store to support both the Reaver of Common Sense and SHR Media has just been unleashed to the general public. Be forewarned that this site can be contagious and numerous items can be purchased to support the best news programming. Go to Reaver.one website and click on the store link to check out the merchandise.
Listening to Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe. Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense show, hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on shrmedia.com and highplainsdailynews.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else, so consider this your fair warning.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians,
You got a business. You didn't build that.
a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean,
Dude, I'm not saying confident, stupid pro.
Sackhead Clint,
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
also starring Sacco as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, I'm a little bit drunk, 'cause I'm drinking, drinking, drinking.
They are the Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on shrmedia.com.
Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch the Southside Much Show with its hosts, the Jersey Boys, Jersey Joe and Crash, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, where we will be digging up the dirt.
Times are dark. The people misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation in confusion needs a guide. It needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker, SHR Media, High Plains Talk Radio, Live Rebooting Liberty, and YouTube for a unique brand of commentary on the unpleasant blind guide. Because truth is not always pleasant.
If you miss a show, don't worry. You can catch the replays two ways, rebootingliberty.com or the reaverofcommonsense.com. While you're there on Reaver of Common Sense, don't forget, drop in your email and keep up to date on everything going on, or click the like button on the Facebook widget. Now on to the Reaver of Common Sense.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense show. I am your host, Jersey Joe. And I'm trying to make sense out of the senseless. The Jersey Takeover's here. We have expanded to 2 hours every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Remember to join the live chat. Go to shrmedia.com. Just click on the chat room button. Join the conversation. If you want to support the show, that's great. Go to Reaver.one /shop. Sorry about that. Brain fart. Reaver.one /shop. Pick up a Life's a Bitch. Don't vote for one Hillary t-shirt. Or get the Vote for Monica. She got the job done when Hillary couldn't t-shirt. There is some great T-shirts to choose from. Go there. You won't be disappointed. There's also survival bracelets, pocket constitutions, a little bit for everybody. So, all right, let's get on with the last part of the show. Well, for the Reaver of Common Sense show, tonight, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. on SHR Media. It's the beginning of the Wednesday night lineup. Right after the Southside Mutts at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you have Ken, the Exceptional Conservative. And then at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, you have the Sackheads Radio Show. The Wednesday night lineup is one of the best lineups anywhere for your conservative, message. Whoa, that looks... Ow. Shoulder replacement surgery. Just had to look over. Oh, damn. It's scary because I know I'm going to need a knee replacement. I've had multiple knee surgeries, and I know it's coming. So, one of the top Hillary, he's a CNN political commentary and advisor to the pro-Hillary super PAC, Paul Begala, stated that the Hillary campaign needs to disavow the support it received from Sadiq Mateen, the father of the terrorist of the Pulse nightclub terrorist attack. Well, guess what? Hillary's not disavowing. They're playing dumb, which they do very often. It's funny. Anything against them? Oh, we knew nothing about it. We knew nothing about it. Oh, well, we don't know. No. But he had the right to be there. He can do whatever he want. We like Muslims. People. They put him up there. They didn't think anybody was going to make a fuss about it. They thought it would be good for them. And now, well, not so much. Not so much. I can't even talk. It's disgusting. And what are we talking about? Trump called for the assassination of Hillary Clinton because he talked about pro-gun. People, you're reaching. You're really reaching. It's disgusting. And every time anything violent comes about, it's the fucking left coming up with it anymore. The death threats come from the left. And trust me, I've gotten them. Well, I can't say that. Well, they're not conservatives. I don't care what they say. These never-Trumpers. It's so funny nowadays when people don't agree, they give death threats. But this made up. And then, all right, let's look at Will Smith. I know we talked about it the other day. He wants to cleanse America. Where was the media coverage on that? He wanted to cleanse America of Trump supporters. Where is the Secret Service, the FBI, Attorney Generals questioning him? That is a direct threat. He wants to cleanse. He's not talking about taking me into a shower and give me a scrubby dub. He wants to cleanse America of us. And the left wants to cry about threats. That man threatened a genocidal, almost on the level of the Jews and the Nazis type threat. He wants to cleanse us. Well, Nazis wanted to cleanse the Jews. Bosnia, they were trying to cleanse. Iran, they're trying to cleanse. Muslims are trying to cleanse the earth. And the list goes on and on of cleansing. And it's not a good thing. Will Smith made a direct threat. But everybody just ignores. And it's amazing. It just... writing more love notes to myself. It's... The left ignores when their side makes a threat. The left ignores Will Smith saying the world needs to be cleansed. But Donald Trump getting Second Amendment people to stand up to Hillary Clinton. Yes, I give love notes to myself all the time. Half the time I'm still insulting myself. That's the sad part. You're too fat. I don't find you attractive. I would not touch you. I would make some jokes about self-love, but I'm not even going to go there today. I'll be nice. Me and my wife always joke about that. I mean, it's like, I used to sit there and say, hey, every day and twice on Sunday. What was the new one? I was watching the Matt Best videos. And if you haven't seen them, go to YouTube. The only bad baby shower I want to give you, honey, is the one all over your face. I died laughing last night when I heard that one. Oh. And it was like stupid pickup lines. And I could see some of these guys out there saying, hey, honey, I don't want to give you a baby shower all over your face. Oh. Yeah, it's... Some pickup lines I've heard through the days make you wonder how these people have actually gotten laid. And I know, I pick on myself for being overweight right now. It's between the meds and quitting smoking. I've been blaming quitting smoking for a year now. But I know, you're making excuses. No, I've actually cut out all sweets. I used to just drink ginger ale soda or home-brewed iced tea. That's all I drank. So I cut that out in lemon water. Cut out a lot of the sweet. I don't want to say all, because you shouldn't take out anything 100%. Because that's how you create cravings. That's how you go on a binge eating. So every now and then, I'll have some sweets. In moderation. And I've lost some weight. Or I've tried to lose the weight. I haven't lost a pound. But then when I looked on my meds, one of them has weight gain as a side effect. And as soon as I go back to the doctors, I'm going to them I want off these. I want a different one. I want to make sure that it doesn't have this type of side effects. I need to get the weight off because it can interfere with the health problems that I have with the back issues and the knees and all my joint issues and all that. So, from there, I can then correct a lot of things. So, I know I'm overweight. I pick on myself because I have no problem. I know my negatives in life. If you know your negatives, and you can actually point out your negatives, you can then improve yourself. Step up. And I'm not talking about beating yourself over the head. I see women do that all the time. My wife does that, and it pisses me off. Hey, I'm overweight. I joke about it. Hey, you know what? I'm happy who I am. If it wasn't for the health issues, I'd be like, I don't give a shit. It's me. I'm good. But my wife just, there's a lot of women. Well, I got a big butt. I got this. I'm not attracted. All right, number one, she has no one to impress anymore. She already got me. Hey, she's good to go. People beat themselves up too much. I love myself. I love who I am. I have fun in life. Like I said, I know my negatives, and I know that's where I need to improve. But I'm happy who I am. And yes, like I said, I like to make fun, and I can joke about myself. And I think if more people in this world could make jokes about themselves, learn to laugh at themselves, we'd be in a better off place as a world. Because the ones that can laugh at themselves can deal with situations outside. Learn to laugh, people. Learn to have fun. And have you ever noticed, could you see a liberal making a joke about themselves? And not for money. I'm not talking now. I'm just sitting there like I do. Sit there and poke fun at yourself. I mean, Jesus Christ, me and Crash call up, and like if we're eating dinner, it's, hey, our gravy level's getting low. Fat ass has got to eat. You know? And we'll say it to each other. And we not insulted, we're joking with each other. We know we're not out to hurt each other. People need to calm the fuck down. Learn to laugh at yourself, and the world becomes a whole lot easier. The shit we got going on in this country is not good. We're not in a good place, people. We're too separated, and it's the politicians are loving it. They love having us at each other's throats. Nothing better than having the people at each other, because if we're a divided people, we can't conquer the politicians. And that's what we need to do. We got to figure out a common ground and how to come together as a people to straighten out this country. The problem is we have too many people that are happy to give up their freedoms, to give up their rights for a little bit of illusion of safety. It boggles my mind. It boggles my mind how people are willing to give everything up just for an illusion, and that's all it is. Because we are no safer than we were September 11th. Our government can only do so much to protect us. Because if those that want to do harm are going to try to do us harm, it will happen. No matter what. And giving up our freedoms a liberal is getting a Navy ship. A liberal activist is getting a Navy ship named after him. They passed up war heroes to name the ship after a liberal activist. Someone who's anti-military is getting a ship named after him. What the heck? I can't wait till someone goes, surprise, it's all been a joke. This has been one. You are on Candid Camera, global style. This has been nothing but one big goddamn joke. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm antiquated and outdated. I don't know. But I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep going. So, with that, remember, tonight, 8 p.m., is the start of one of the best lineups of conservative commentators. And it starts with the Southside Much So at 8 p.m. on SHR Media. It is hosted by the Jersey Boys, myself, Jersey Joe, and Crash. After that, at 9 p.m., I know I kind of was going to go somewhere else, and my brain kind of went into a brain fart, and I had to change directions. At 9 p.m. is Ken, the Exceptional Conservative, followed by, and ending the night with a bang, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with the Sackheads Radio Show. Sackhead Sean, Sackhead Clint. And with that, I will see everybody tonight, and then I will be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. for the Reaver of Common Sense. Thank you for listening. Have a great day. Oops. Did it again. Woo-hoo. I'm telling you, I need to find someone that deals with all this on me. and not me. See you tomorrow. You've been listening to the Reaver of Common Sense with its host, Jersey Joe. You can tune in every day, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on hppundit.com and shrmedia.com.